Some answered questions, number 22, miracles. These questions were posed by a lady named Laura Clifford Barney around the year 1906-1907 and answered by Abdu'l-Bahá, the son of the founder of the Baha'i faith. Number 22, miracles. Question. It is recorded that miracles were performed by Christ. Are the reports of these miracles to be accepted literally, or have they another meaning? It has been proved by exact science that the essence of things does not change, and that all beings are under one universal law and organization from which they cannot deviate, and therefore that which is contrary to universal law is impossible. Answer. The holy manifestations are the sources of miracles and the originators of wonderful signs. For them, any difficult and impracticable thing is possible and easy. For, through a supernatural power, wonders appear from them, and by this power, which is beyond nature, they influence the world of nature. For all the manifestations, marvelous things have appeared. But in the holy books, an especial terminology is employed, and for the manifestations, these miracles and wonderful signs have no importance. They do not even wish to mention them. For if we consider miracles a great proof, they are still only proofs and arguments for those who are present when they are performed, and not for those who are absent. For example, if we relate to a seeker, a stranger to Moses and Christ, marvelous signs, he will deny them and will say, wonderful signs are also continually related of false gods by the testimony of many people, and they are affirmed in the books. The Brahmins have written a book about wonderful prodigies from Brahma. He will also say, how can we know that the Jews and the Christians speak the truth and that the Brahmins tell a lie? For both are generally admitted traditions, which are collected in books and may be supposed to be true or false. The same may be said of other religions. If one is true, all are true. If one is accepted, all must be accepted. Therefore, miracles are not a proof. For if they are proofs for those who are present, they fail as proofs to those who are absent. But in the day of the manifestation, the people with insight see that all the conditions of the manifestation are miracles, for they are superior to all others. And this alone is an absolute miracle. Recollect that Christ, solitary and alone, without a helper or protector, without armies and legions, and under the greatest oppression, uplifted the standard of God before all the people of the world, and withstood them, and finally conquered all, although outwardly he was crucified. Now this is a veritable miracle, which can never be denied. There is no need of any other proof of the truth of Christ. The outward miracles have no importance for the people of reality. If a blind man receives sight, for example, he will finally again become sightless, for he will die and be deprived of all his senses and powers. Therefore, causing the blind man to see is comparatively of little importance, for this faculty of sight will at last disappear, If the body of a dead person be resuscitated, of what use is it, since the body will die again? But it is important to give perception and eternal life, that is, the spiritual and divine life. For this physical life is not immortal, and its existence is equivalent to non-existence. So it is that Christ said to one of his disciples, "Let the dead bury their dead, for that which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the Spirit is spirit." Observe, those who in appearance were physically alive, Christ considered dead. For life is the eternal life, and existence is the real existence. Wherever in the holy books they speak of raising the dead, the meaning is that the dead were blessed by eternal life. Where it is said that the blind received sight, the signification is that he obtained the true perception. Where it is said a deaf man received hearing, the meaning is that he acquired spiritual and heavenly hearing. This is ascertained from the text of the Gospel, where Christ said, "These are like those of whom Isaiah said, They have eyes and see not, they have ears and hear not, and I healed them." The meaning is that the manifestations are the meaning is not that the manifestations are unable to perform miracles, for they have all power. But for them, inner sight, spiritual healing, and eternal life are the valuable and important things. Consequently, whenever it is recorded in the holy books that such a one was blind and recovered his sight, the meaning is that he was inwardly blind, and that he obtained spiritual vision, or that he was ignorant and became wise, or that he was negligent and became heedful, or that he was worldly and became heavenly. As this inner sight, hearing, life, and healing are eternal, they are of importance. What, comparatively, is the importance, the value, and the worth of this animal life with its power? In a few days, it will cease like fleeting thoughts. For example, if one relights an extinguished lamp, it will again become extinguished. But the light of the sun is always luminous. This is of importance.